On point. On point.
Again, let's do it again.
On point. On point. On point.
On point.
God damn it. On point.
On point.
Yeah, man. On point.
It's like the Bible thing is, let's say it's 2,000 years old. When is the revival coming? Let's be honest. Let's think about it. When is the revival coming? When is the sequel coming to this whole thing?
I think the revival
But
is
when
coming.
are we also going to sit down and actually rewrite the Bible? Because we have to do this now.
That's what some people are trying to say, that
It's time.
things are having to be
Don't be
things
like
will have
this,
to be
don't be like that,
modernized
'cause-
and blah blah blah.
Do you know why?
Blah.
Do you know why? We don't know why I'm asking this thing. Because at the end of the day, like, somebody sat down. A lot of people sat down, because there are a lot of authors that actually wrote the Bible, you know, from the letters, from Genesis, all kinds of things, you know. They sat down to compile all kinds of history and stories and tales of what mankind has been going through. But that was to the exact same time that we're living at. So right now it's like we have to think about it, like, okay, who's going to actually sit down again and rewrite? There's certain things that are obviously that made sense that human beings are never going to change. But let's
Timeless, yeah.
For me personally, I'm trying to see from another side. I'm not trying to see that from a side as a believer. I'm also not trying to see that from a side. I'm trying to see it from the side of somebody that actually studying theology and saying that, look, this thing is.
You shouldn't study theology if you're not a believer. Fact.
No, that's not true.
Trust me.
No, that's not true.
Trust me, because
It's
then you just know
damnation.
words. You just know words.
Yeah.
Theology without faith, it's just words, brother.
But you can also argue that you only hold on to your faith because you know that your knowledge is limited.
That's not true. How is someone that that doesn't have faith, studies theology, his knowledge is limited, or is not limited
Yeah,
because he studied theology?
yeah, because
But now, how is someone that has faith and
And
studies
studies
theology
theology.
limited?
look, because the essence is that actually, if everything is possible, then that means that we are also able eventually to anything that we want to invent, it's possible, because that was just a dreamer. Like let's say for instance now, a plane 2,000 years ago was not possible. Someone was like, okay, I'm thinking of a machine that could fly.
Yeah.
We pondered on it, we sat down, eventually things became possible. And that's why if he's always constantly trying to go against theologies, that we're not there yet to understand something, but somebody will be able to basically answer your questions. But it takes time. Everything takes time.
Listen to apologetics.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, it's not a person's name. That's where you have certain people having conversations about questions about the Bible, where atheists and believers, you know, go back and forth and share ideas and thoughts. I'm just saying, you can listen to apologetics. But the other thing is this.
Could I say something before you say that?
Yeah.
I was looking for the place that you saw me. I was looking at. I'm not finding it, but there's a place that in the Bible it says something where he that removed something from this book with us was
There's some ending from Revelation.
There's some end, but I didn't. Look at you. But you know that the
It's
plagues.
not only booty he knows.
But it's the plagues that something will fall upon that person. But from what you're saying, basically, you are saying that the Bible, this book, was written by men. Then. That's what you're saying.
That's why it can be changed. It can be altered.
No, but you are saying it's just men that just.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
He said it with his chest.
Yeah, of course I say it with my chest. Because
Okay.
they are very intelligent people that you listen to and that will just make sense.
And their word will last for 2,000
Yeah,
years.
that's the same as that's what I said. Like the same as music. Some
Okay.
music will last the test of time.
No, wait.
Because they're still very prevalent.
Wait.
We're
But
talking
that
about
doesn't-
20, 30,
that
40
doesn't
years.
make it facts.
But wait, no, because you can't. The thing is that I don't feel like you can compare the Bible with a lot of things. You can't compare with music, especially,
But
quack
there's
music.
songs in the Bible.
Yeah.
We all
No,
some
but wait,
songs.
but let's be honest. They're saying
Sing it
something.
with the rhythm.
Like now, have you read the whole Bible?
No.
It's tough to then discuss about the Bible because for you now, first of all, you saying
But
that
the
it's just
essence
by
is-
men.
Yeah.
No, because the reason why I'm saying that is because if you actually read the Bible throughout, you then see that everyone was talking about the person you want to see or talk to. If you could enter the Bible, Jesus. So how is it possible that in Genesis you can see Jesus, in Exodus you can see Jesus? It keeps going, and these are people in different.
but-
no wait,
yeah.
these are people in different generations.
But at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. You have to.
No, wait,
You have to
wait,
sometimes.
wait. You explain. How can I,
Yeah, because
the whole prophecies be fulfilled?
Yeah, but in the essence is that people compiled. There were more than what we see as the compiled list of the Bible, the stories, the tales. That's what some people sat down and picked and choose what we're going to put in it. That's what it is. That's not, and that's not lie, that's not hearsay, that's what it is. Certain a gremium of men sat down and said, like, okay, I like this one. So in order for it to make sense.
So you're saying the Bible
Because
is
at the end of the day, everybody, each and every religion
So
or
you're saying
belief,
the Bible
spirituality
is a
always says that there's
patriarchal
always going to be a
structure.
person that will lead us into the next height.
No,
It's
not
the way.
every.
No, it's the way that you want to see it. Like,
No,
come on.
It's not every. Is it every?
So to your
Of course,
question,
look,
to your question,
Wait. If I take it to the modern society now, I was like, okay, somebody will come and invent something that will lead our struggles
can't
and make
compare
it.
that. You can't
But you
compare
have to.
that.
But that's what you have to do.
No, can't compare that because
Exactly,
you are now saying because this in this case, okay, I agree. That's
in
why
the new era of new gods, how I always say,
No.
my God is internet, because it gives me lots of answers. We are all like, there are eras where we constantly do all kinds of sacrifice and all kinds of praise, but we're in new eras.
so you have a faith. And it
But
is-
if I would have this what's it called, this
I would
mentality, I wouldn't have faith.
And that's what me and you were talking about before.
Because basically you are saying that it's men that put it together. Why have faith in men then?
Because some men are more intelligent than you are.
Okay, then good. Fine, I agree.
if-
I
if-
agree.
if you are
I
more
agree
intelligent
to
than me,
that statement.
look.
But then, what was their moral compass
Look,
to construct these things?
Because there were always going to be human beings that
Yeah.
they can foresee the development of mankind if we go this route.
Oh,
That's why I also wrote I asked the question about, like, okay, the development of women, how do you see it? Because for me as a man, I'm seeing that, okay, certain women want the same thing as men want, but we as men, we can see certain points that if you guys do it, like, you guys won't be able to handle it. So that's destruction. So you get.
I get that, but I don't know.
Exactly.
how
So
does that
there's because there are certain there's certain things that you can tell me that I've never thought about, but because I trust you and I know that you're intelligent, I will not even question you.
okay.
So you will follow people that are smarter than you.
But so the meaning the people that compilated the Bible,
Yeah.
they're smarter than us.
Some of them definitely are.
Okay, but they are saying they are following God. So doesn't it mean?
Of course, I can always say I'm following something, because at the end of the day, my very limits of understanding is everything is limited. But judging from time, you are more intelligent than your parents. Your parents are more intelligent than your grandparents. It's always constant.
that is the hope. That is the hope.
That's
how
the
it
general
should
hope.
go.
That's the general. But there's certain things that we know, our forefathers did not know.
Obviously, because we have more access
But some
to
of
stuff.
our forefathers probably did know, but it was not in the same essence that they would explain the way that we explain it.
Because they didn't have access.
No, that's not how they do access.
We have access to so much stuff. That's why we know more about.
Yeah, but at the
what's it
same
called,
time,
more
like,
than
we
them
know a
back
lot
then.
of things. We know a lot of things, but we still cannot figure out, like, how were the freaking pyramids built. Some people are ahead of their time. That's why we constantly see some people are ahead of the time. What you are saying, obviously I understand, because the funny thing is, like, you can never, this conversation about theists and atheists doesn't lead to anywhere, because nobody can denounce the other person's. Because I'm trying to
Rationalize.
use my ration in order to denounce what you are saying.
Okay.
That's impossible.
To your question about, was it revival that you said? Was it
Yeah.
revival?
Yeah.
But I get what you're trying to say is, like, when is the what's it called?
On
Apocalypse,
the day of
basically.
Pentecost.
No, I don't believe in apocalypse.
But you were saying whatever with revival.
No, let's be honest. Like, somebody will come and blow trumpets.
See, you're taking it as once someone will stand somewhere and is blowing it, that everybody's hearing it loud.
All our guys.
But some of the people
Look at
that
the
have gone
Mayans,
there,
the
they've blown.
Aztec. The Mayans and the Aztec. They also said the same thing. Look, certain things are. Everybody's saying the same thing. Do you know? That's why I said, like, I'm starting to kind of, like, delve into, like, African religions.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
They're all saying the same thing.
And what is it they are saying?
Look.
No, what is it they're saying? I'm asking genuinely.
Based on morality, like we and you will talk about, based on morality, like in
Yeah.
the Yoruba religion, there is no good and there's no evil.
Facts.
We as Christians, we say now that certain human beings are bad, certain human beings are good, but actually you have to have both, because everything is in balance. I believe more in balance, because sometimes you need to do bad in order for the outcome to be good. That's what it is. So my righteousness is not based. My righteousness is based on my human instincts.
But you know that state that is based on not being all-knowing.
Of what?
It's based on not being all-knowing. That's why you have to accept that.
No, that's what
good
it
and
sounds
evil
like.
has to coexist.
No,
The way you have light and darkness.
no. But that's how. No, okay. Let me give an example because it's a saying in Yoruba. And I told you, Emmanuel, like the umbilical cord
Yeah.
that gives life to a baby.
Yes.
Obviously, not just a child. Something that we would consider as good, have you?
Yeah.
The umbilical cord, when it's wrapped around the neck of a child, is what?
Deadly. Just like hot water.
So that's
makes
what it
egg
is.
hard
The egg-
and makes beans soft.
Yeah, but you rationalize it by just saying that. Yeah, but it's basically saying that okay, yeah, something is good, something is bad. But that's what it is. Anything that is good.
Oh, I
can be
never
bad. You manage.
said
manage.
something is good, something is bad. Remember our conversation? What I said was that where does the moral compass come from that something is good and something is evil?
And
something is
I'm
good?
saying that's based on human instinct.
I'm saying that no.
And I said because
Then if you kill someone that steps on your shoe,
okay,
nobody should be able to
do you
judge you
think
because
wait?
the moral instinct of others could be, yeah, it's normal, it's friendly.
Do you think that other people have better moral compass than you?
Absolutely.
And they're not Christians.
Yes.
That's what
But
it is.
now,
It's
moral
human instinct.
listen, it's not just human instinct. These are things that we're trained and taught to us.
And that's why I was
but it
saying
came
society.
from somewhere to be able to say, this is good and this is evil. The way I told you, it is not good people that go to heaven, it's righteous people that go to heaven.
Yeah, but I said that there is no such thing as good and evil.
Anyway, right
No,
now.
but wait, you actually bypassed what you just said.
You said about righteous. Yeah, I know, but at the end of the day, our society is based on good and evil.
Yeah,
And
here,
Christian-
but he's saying that it's not the good people that go to heaven.
It's the righteous.
It's the
the
righteous
righteous
people.
But what?
So now, but the thing is that you see good as being righteous then.
No, I didn't say that. I don't believe in all this good and evil thing. The life.
So
life
I
is-
could
he's
do
saying
anything
the
to you, and you just have to take it that okay, yeah, that's how it is, right?
No,
And you shouldn't feel a certain way because then
can,
you shouldn't
wait,
feel a certain
I can
way.
perceive it.
If I do what pleases me,
Yeah.
you should take it as okay, that's who he is.
But look, the essence
No,
is like.
does it make sense, kind of?
It makes sense what you're saying, but
Yeah.
the thing is, we cannot base anything on individuals. That's what I don't do.
But I can base it based on it is an interaction between you and I. So therefore, I'm not gonna impose what Emmanuel or Prince will take and impose it on you because that wouldn't be fair right now.
Of course, it isn't.
So I have to impose, or not impose. I have to use you and I as maybe more particular example for the narrative we're trying to create.
Yeah.
You know.
But wait, just to
Yeah.
get back to the morality and the good and evil thing, you know, because you said like you have it as based on your religion, your ideology, your morality, but you don't know how you would actually develop without anything, and that's something
Yes.
that's a question we can always ask, but we don't know.
I agree.
And it's okay, it's rightly so that you can hold on to your morality based on your religion, but there are also other people that have a higher morality that are not religious. Statistics: how many Christians are in jail? How many of them are atheists?
Well, now, okay, hold on,
So,
hold
and
on.
you said
Hold
that
on.
the-
I hear what
wait,
you're saying.
You said that the morality comes from the religion.
I
If
hear
that's
what you're
that
saying.
moral-
No. I'm saying in general.
Yeah.
It comes from somewhere, it stems from somewhere, certain rules of engagement, which code of conduct. Why is it wrong to sleep with another man's wife? Why should there be something wrong? She wanted me, I wanted her.
Yeah.
But it comes from the Bible, actually.
Okay, you say
No,
Bible.
right?
Let's go to Papua New Guinea. They will say like, guys, sleep with my wife. It's normal. That's what we do. Our culture here.
But not because he just caught you sleeping with his wife. You said sleep with my wife. That is, I agree. That is his consent to sleep with his wife.
Yeah, but that's look. But you're basically
No, wait. No, he called you there. Apologize.
No, why we apologize?
Apologize.
No, we're still having conversations.
Say sorry to me later.
It's the same conversation of human
Yes.
rights conversation. Somebody from the Western world will go to the Arab country and say that what you guys are doing is human rights violation. So I think that's a time that you're looking from a Western lens.
Yeah.
most of this world, we are
That's a good
somewhat,
one. I
we are
agree. That's a good
somewhat,
one. Where you're trying to
we are somewhat
take it
of
is-
Christian, and the Christian religion is in alignment with the Western society of thinking. That's why, as an Africans, we always pick and
Sorry,
choose how we want to
let
sway.
me go back to something
I
you
get
were
what
saying.
you guys are talking about.
You
I
mean-
can chime in now.
You made a statement about atheists being in prison, and
That they're less
Christian, yeah.
atheist and more Christian.
because on my Geburtsurkunde Kunde is evangelisch AB, Römisch Katholisch or Orthodox, which at the end of it is all under the Christian
Umbrella,
right?
yeah.
Umbrella. Doesn't mean that I am a truly practicing Christian.
Yeah, because the way he defines Christian, you
Is-
know, is and he has defined it many times. But, to be honest with you, your traditions or your culture, they are with you.
Exactly.
But your belief or your faith,
It's above
it-
that.
huh?
Is it above or
No,
is equal?
I won't even say that. But there's a space for both. There's definitely a space for both, because I recently watched this Indian dude giving a speech. You know, he gave a speech.
Sadhguru.
Right? He's Christian. He's a Christian. Apparently, he's a prophet or something. And there were people in front of him, people at the side, people. At
Oh, with the
other
back
side.
that he said, I'm sorry, in my religion.
Okay.
It's not in my religion, in our culture.
He said in
it
our
is
culture
very
it's
unpolite.
very disrespectful, bro.
So-
Bro, you know that they didn't mind.
Yeah, they didn't mind.
This is normal
because of the way the auditorium is built.
Because
so
of,
it
exactly.
makes-
But they didn't
didn't-
complain.
he
He
cared about
stopped and turned around
and had to apologize.
mere miles. Mere miles. There's nowhere written in the Bible. It's nowhere. So there's space for both. You just need to know how you know. And in that case, he knew that, oh, I'm a Christian. It doesn't matter. And he didn't say that, oh, God will be mad at me, whatever.
But the thing is, like, you make space for both, in a sense. Because,
You have to.
because eventually, like, one thing passed aside. Like I said, Western society, the society itself is based on the Christian belief, most especially the New Testament. So anything that you're saying is always like you're constantly redirecting it to this is what is in the Bible. This is what the Bible said. Like, let's be honest, Europe is predominantly Christian. So of course those things will be reflected in the Bible. And when we go now to the let's go to the people that are still like indigenous people. Their practices will not be in alignment. We will say like, oh, yeah. That's why those Christian missionaries said like, oh, those guys are savages. So you get. That's why I'm always constantly saying like, okay, because you always bring it back to okay, what? Yeah, basically, where did everything originate from? We will never know.
But that's why he wants to
Yeah, but we
know
will
the
never
Bible.
know. And eventually, like people will have. That's why I said like there are a lot of cultures that evolved, and they became society, and they become general norms. So anything that you want to do, you already have a
Societal
prefix
norms,
to
yeah.
have a certain denomination of how you feel about it. You know, I will never be okay with like seeing somebody that on the street has been killed, although it is actually just, because somewhat by default I'm a Christian. I'm like, nah, okay, he violated me, I will like, I don't want to see him die. Like, let God judge him. So certain Islamic states will be like, no. In the Sharia it says that he did this. This is the just that I have to abide
Yeah,
by.
but no, some Christians as well, they're like, yo, death sentence.
Yeah, but that's a madness. But it's not. That's
No,
not
but you are
what
saying,
kind of Christians is that if you obviously if we had the New Testament and say that this is how you should be.
I know,
living
and
now.
that's what I'm saying. You can't just put everything in a
but
box
that-
in the end.
That's why you guys said like you said like okay, there are certain Christians that are in jail, but they're not really abiding by Christian law.
Yeah, because
Same
that type
thing
of
now.
Christian now,
It's also not abiding by
and
Christian
you are
law.
not even a serious one.
Yeah, you see. So that's what it is.
The meaning is a struggling Christian. There you have it.
No, God would. I don't know if a Christian like that. You know, I take it as it is. On point.
On point.
On point. On point.